Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, what's going on? Whew, I am super excited to get this started, man. I have all the gear, I got my cameras, I got my lights, and I'm ready to get to action. Pass the mic podcast, people. It is going down. I'm going to invite some of the local artists out, along with some of the other local talented figures in our community. They're coming right here to the house, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk about all different types of things, things that are important to me, things that are important to them, inspirations to get them to where they are now and where they're going, kind of with their careers and with their future. So I'm definitely excited to bring you guys this content. I hope you are excited to consume it. Make sure you stay tuned. Pass the mic podcast. It's going down. Hey, what's up with it? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Versityle in the building, and we are finna get loaded for the next episode of the Pass the Mic Live podcast. And for this episode, I decided to just come on here by myself, do a solo episode, tell you guys a little bit more about me. And actually, I'm not really interviewing myself. I'm letting ChatGPT interview me. I just went ahead and asked ChatGPT what's the most popular questions for podcast host, and I'm going to go ahead and run through these with you guys so you can get to know me a little bit better, man, so you can see exactly what it is that I'm trying to do here and learn a little bit more about DJ Versityle, aka your boy JT. All right, first question: what's one thing about you most people don't know? All right, it's a lot about me that people don't know, but the first thing that I could say is maybe most people don't know that I have two kids that live in Japan. Yep, I have two kids, Jeremiah and Trinity, from my days in Japan. And I love my children. I have a great relationship with them. I wish it could be better, but of course they're thousands of miles away, but I do the best that I can. But yep, that's probably one thing most people don't know. Outside of I gotta shout out my other kids too, just because we talking about children. I gotta shout out Genesis and Junior. I have four kids total, and I love them all. All right. Next question: what's a major lesson you learned this year? Ooh, they asking some deep questions on here. I don't know if I want to get that deep. Um, what's a lesson that I learned this year? Man, I'm really, really heavy into like learning yourself and trying to improve yourself. So I feel like I gotta answer this question really honestly. I think the biggest lesson that I learned this year is mainly just that self growth is the best growth. And you really can't involve yourself in anything else unless you really like take the time to dig into yourself. You know what I mean? Get to know yourself, what makes you tick, what makes you happy, what you really want out of life, what you want out of a relationship, what you want out of everything. Like it's really hard to move forward in any endeavor until you really know what you want. And I think that this year for me has been a year of just self growth and really digging into who I am and what I want as an individual. You know, I think that's my biggest lesson for this year. Ooh, that was deep. I'm gonna take a deep breath after that one. My goodness. All right. What moment made you fall in love with hip hop, music, or entertainment? Ooh, that's a tough question. What moment made me fall in love with music? Man, I don't know if there is a particular moment, but I will say that I remember being real young, sitting in the back of my cousin Tony's. I don't even know what he was driving at that time. Tony already always had so many cars, but I remember sitting in the back of his car and that Juvenile 400 Degrees came on. That you see me, I eat, sleep, shit, and talk rap. You see that 98 Mercedes on TV? I bought that. They used to be my jam, man. And whenever I think about the reason I love music so much and the reason why I named my company More Than Music is because I think that music transcends, man. Like you can hear a song, I can hear that song today and it'll take me right back to the backseat of Tony's car. But I do think that that's one of the moments that I fell in love with music. I don't think I've ever said that out loud. That's pretty dope. All right. What motivates you when nobody's watching? I think anybody that knows me knows the answer to that question, man. My North Star, everything that guides me, everything that pushes me is my children, my kids. Like, I grew up really not having close relationships with my parents, even though we have close relationships now. And I love both my mom and my dad. I didn't grow up having close relationships with them. So for me, like, I just want to always like be there, be present for my children. And I also want to show them what's capable, what's possible, at least in my realm, so that they can push to get there or maybe even exceed that. Like that's really my North Star. That's really what keeps me pushing, is just to reach a level that my kids can look and be proud, and also like themselves push to reach that level or exceed it. What's your biggest why behind everything you do? I feel like that's the same as the last question I just answered. So yeah, it's my children. All right, that's the end of the first segment. I'm gonna pull up some more questions on ChatGPT and then we'll get right back into it. All right. All right, what's up with it? It's your boy DJ Versityle, and I'm back at it again where I'm letting ChatGPT pretty much interview me so that you guys can learn a little bit more about me and who I am and why I do what I do. So let's get back into it. The next segment, so they actually, ChatGPT is the shit, in case y'all ain't never checked it out. This thing broke it down into segments for me. So for this segment, it says music, DJ life, and local hip hop culture. I don't know why it wanted to ask me these questions, but it digs right. I think this thing know too much about me. All right, but we just gonna rock with it. Okay, the first one it says is who are three local art? Ooh, damn. Who are three local artists people should tap in with right now? Damn. So I know most of the people that watch this podcast are local artists. And I don't want to disrespect nobody, man, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick my top three, man. I love all of the local artists in the area. If you watching this, I think all of you guys are talented, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all who the three are that I think stands out the most. First and foremost, I gotta give it up for Moni 300, man. If you've never heard of Moni 300, definitely one of the dopest artists in the area. He's a hard worker. Like he's been to multiple shows that I've done, and I might be a little bit biased too. I ain't gonna even lie, I'm biased because I fuck with artists who fuck with me. All right, but Moni 300, man, I definitely got to give it to him. Number two, I gotta give it to YOG Tommy Good. I really fuck with his music. I like his energy. I like the fact that he's multi-talented. He writes scripts, he does movies. Like I love people who really tap into their artistry. Number three. This is so hard. This is so hard. You know what? I gotta give it to my brothers. I gotta give it to Too Real, man. Shout out to Sincere and and Aru. I don't care what nobody say. They don't really count because they not in Southern Illinois. They're actually in St. Louis, but they come out here all the time and do shows, and I fuck with them. They my brothers. I don't care what you say. In my opinion, those are the three artists that you should tap into right now. Like I said, I love all the local artists out here, so you know what I'm saying. Hey, it is what it is. Next question. What's the craziest or funniest thing you've seen while DJing? I've seen a lot of crazy shit while DJing. Let me tap into it. The craziest or funniest thing I've seen while DJing. I want to be original because I mean, you know, um damn. I saw a dude fall off a balcony once. So I was at this club called Club Dragons in Okinawa, Japan. It was back when I used to DJ with DJ Ski. And it was set up to where it had two upper levels. So you would walk up these middle steps and you can get up there, and there were two like VIP balcony areas, right? And it was this dude, I guess the crowd was packed. He was leaning over the fucking rail trying to get a video or whatever, and bow, fell to the ground. End of the party. You know, he shut down the whole party with that one. That has to be the craziest thing I've ever seen. And again, I've seen a lot of crazy shit. All right, what's the next one? What is your take on the current state of local hip hop scene? Honestly, lately I feel like it's starting to pick up. You know, I feel like the past the mic live showcase went really well. The artists came out, they performed, they did a great job. One thing that I wish local artists would do better at is maybe just promoting themselves, giving themselves a platform for people to like follow up with. I also think that we live in a society now where you can't just be a artist. You got to damn near be a content creator. You have to consistently put yourself in front of the people. And I think that if you're going to be an artist, if you're just local, if you haven't made it big yet, the way to do it is just to continuously put yourself in front of people. And if you're not willing to do that, I think in today's climate, I think you may fail. And I think that a lot of talented artists are not going to make it or are not going to get what they want because they're not putting out content that people can consume. And that's unfortunate. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Next one. What's stopping more local artists from blowing up? Man, I don't know. Shit, why they asking me all these questions about local artists? Um, what's stopping more local artists from blowing up? I don't know, man. I haven't really been. It's local artists here that have been around more big name artists than I have. And I think that if you're a local artist and you feel like you've been doing it for a long time, you have to ask yourself, what is it that these other guys are doing that I'm not doing? And it's that simple. You guys probably know better than I do. All right. Next question. What makes a great performer versus a regular performer? Ooh, I think that's a good one. So as a local DJ, I've done a lot of like hip hop showcases, and I've been in a lot of situations, fortunately, where I've also been able to see well known artists perform and like control the stage. And in my opinion, what makes the difference is like the energy. Like it's something about a great artist, like when they take the stage, whether they're jumping around or whether they're singing and their tone just takes over. Like a great performer can control the crowd. Like you capture the crowd, like you stop everybody in their tracks, like you make them just focus on you. And for some, like I said, for some artists it's their voice. Like I gotta shout out AT from this last performance. When she started singing at that showcase, everybody stopped, the whole room froze. Another artist I could shout out is Ducey G. Like Ducey G has that type of energy where like every time he performs, like he just takes over. You got to stop what you're doing and pay attention to what he's doing. And I think that that's what makes a great performer. I don't think that being a great performer and a great artist is the same thing, because you can have really good music but just have a really bad stage presence. So yeah. If you could change one thing about the scene, what would it be? I would want it to be more collaborative. I feel like for some reason in this specific industry out here, people just don't want to work together. And to me, I feel like that's unfortunate. Like I feel like we're stopping ourselves from having a lot of great opportunities. So I feel like if you're a local artist, a local DJ, a local whatever, the way for us to move forward and get to that platform where we really want to go is to collaborate. Let's get together and make that shit happen. All right, that's it for that segment. What's up with it? It's your boy DJ Versityle, and I am back letting ChatGPT interview me. Let's get into the next segment. This one is titled Business and Hustle, Car Sales, Entrepreneurship, Events. ChatGPT knows me very well, people. If you don't know, I might use it way too often because this thing is really telling me too much. All right, first question. What's one myth people have about car sales that isn't true? Hmm. One myth people have about car sales that isn't true. One myth is that you think everybody makes a lot of money. That's not true. Just because you're in sales don't mean you make a lot of money necessarily. It's definitely tied to your work ethic, how many cars you get out per month. I don't make money just because I'm a car salesman. I need you guys to come and buy cars so that I can make money. Yeah, that's definitely one myth that I'll go ahead and bust right there. All right. What's the most rewarding part of helping someone get a new ride? All right, I always tell people this, and some people think that I'm full of shit, but it's real. It's two things that I do. It's three things that I've done that I'm very proud of. One is being a DJ at weddings. I thoroughly enjoy it. I love being there, like during that part of somebody's life, like helping them make that memory. I love it. Once upon a time, I was a real estate agent. When I sold real estate, I loved helping people like find their first home. Like new home buyers were the best. Though they were the best. Like they were so appreciative and they were really grateful of like just the opportunity to be able to own a property. And it just again like being there in that moment in someone's life, I just thought it was pretty dope. And then the third thing is being a car salesman, because even though it's a tough job and we don't always get customers who are appreciative of how difficult it is, you do get those gems. You get people who come into the dealership, didn't think you could do anything for them, and you find a way to get them into a new ride, and you could just really feel how appreciative they are for that, man. Like they appreciate all the work that it takes to go into it, because I know a lot of people come into a dealership and you think it's up to us. You think it's our choice whether or not you can leave with a car, and it's really not. Like we're that middleman. We're fighting on your behalf between you and the bank to find a way to like kind of make that ride work out for you. So when people really understand the work that goes into it, like that really makes me appreciate, what I do as far as being a car salesman. Next question. What's one mistake new entrepreneurs make that you see all the time? I don't know if I see mistakes that entrepreneurs make all the time, because I don't really follow a lot of new entrepreneurs like that. But I do consider myself a new entrepreneur, and I like listen to a lot of other studied entrepreneurs and other people who have been there, and they say that the biggest mistake is like stopping too early, giving up too quick, like, not seeing the success that you want early on and then quitting the endeavor altogether. That's probably the biggest mistake. A lot of companies don't last the first few months. A lot of companies fail within the first couple of years. A lot of people don't know that. So if they don't see that initial success in their business, then they're more willing they're more likely to give up. So I think that's one big mistake that new entrepreneurs make. All right, next question. What's something you wish you knew before you started DJing or event planning? Damn, I'm telling y'all, ChatGPT really knows me, man. Um, One thing I wish I knew before I started DJing. I don't know, like if you look at one of the videos that I have on my YouTube page right now, you will see my story or how I ended up becoming a DJ. And when I first started DJing, I didn't know how to do anything. Like I wasn't mixing, blending, scratching, setting, like I wasn't really doing what it takes to be a DJ. And I know in today's society, for some reason, you don't necessarily have to be able to do that to be considered a DJ. But I kind of respect the art of DJing, and I think that if you're gonna do it, you should teach yourself how to do it in all aspects. I don't always mix and scratch and blend when I'm at a wedding, but I'm also willing to do it if I'm in like a club type environment, and I feel like that's what makes like a real DJ. You know what I mean? So I think that before I started DJing, that I knew more about. I wish that before I started DJing, I knew more about how to scratch and blend and actually mix songs. All right, next question. What's a business move you made that changed everything? I haven't hit that moment yet. I feel like ChatGPT might think that I'm bigger than what I am. But I will say a moment that I realized that I was capable of something, and that's when I was in Okinawa, Japan. When I got out of the Marine Corps, I started DJing. I ran into a lot of talented individuals in Okinawa, and we started a company called Syndicate Family Entertainment. And during that time, being a young 22, 23-year old man, that shit changed everything. That changed everything for me. That group, that collaborative group of people, we were able to host like mainstream artists like Lil Scrappy, Roscoe Dash. We did a show with Casey and JoJo. Shout out to DJ Ski, Troy, D Shake Productions, Big Easy, the big four that made it happen. They kind of made me the expediter. I feel like they put me out front and made me that person that got shit done, but it was really them that put it all together. But yeah, man, like that really showed me what I was capable of in the entertainment kind of era. Yeah. Oh, that's it for that segment. All right. Hey, what's up with it? It's your boy DJ Versityle, and we are back in the building with my Chat GPT self segment here. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far, man. If you made it this far into this episode, I just want to say thank you for watching. I appreciate all of your support. We're gonna go ahead and get into the next segment.
You ain't gotta lie. Just keep it 100.
Every time I do this, I ask all of my guests to keep it 100. So I'm gonna do that with myself. ChatGPT just put up a keep it 100 self style for me. So first question: what's a bad habit you're actively trying to break? Smoking fucking cigarettes, man. Like, I've been trying to quit smoking cigarettes for so long. I don't know how to do it. It's so crazy that I'm so active and I love going to the gym and I'm all about self-health and I keep smoking these damn cigarettes, man. That's one habit I'm actively trying to break and I will quit, folks. Don't give up on me. I promise you. Don't give up on me. All right, next one. What's a belief you outgrew? What's a belief that you outgrew? That's a good one. Um, that parents know everything. Shit. Like as an adult now, like when you're a kid, when you're young, you really feel like parents got a grip on it all. Like at least I did. You know what I'm saying? I thought that if you were above a certain age, you just kind of had it all figured out. But now as an adult, I see that, everybody ain't got it all figured out. Some parents need some parenting skills. Adults need to learn how to be adults, and yeah, we ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I outgrew, and I'm standing on it. All right, next one. What's one thing you refuse to apologize for? Why they gotta get so deep? Uh, one thing you refuse to apologize for. I think the one thing that I will never refuse to apologize for is just putting myself first, for real. Like, and that goes for like, pretty much everything that I've been through in my life, like all the choices that I made. I think as an adult, I've gotten really good at it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I've gotten good at it, but I do think that ultimately, like I said, it benefits me. If you were listening to the podcast earlier, I think that it's very important for you to kind of be comfortable and know yourself and really be deep within yourself mentally in order to like you know move forward or to grow, I guess. Damn, I don't know if I explained that right. Just if I didn't, just rewind it, listen to it again, and I promise you're gonna get it. If you don't get it the second time, listen to it one more time. You got it, I promise. All right, next question. What's a goal you're scared to say out loud? Damn, Chat GPT. Huh. A goal I am scared to say out loud. I put all my shit out there. Is there anything that I'm afraid to say out loud? What's a goal you're scared to say out loud? I don't know if I'm scared to say it or not, but a goal that I don't say very often is that it's important for me to be a good father. I think that that's like something that's like almost sacred to me at this point. Like it's very and maybe I'm scared that I won't be. Maybe I'm scared that I won't like be that father for my children that I feel like I should be. Yeah. All right, next one. I'm not finna dig no deeper into that. And this is the last one too. What's one thing people get wrong about you? I think as a DJ, I get a certain type of stereotype that I'm just in the streets all the time. I'm a party animal, like that type of thing. But really, I'm a homebody, man. I like to be at home. I like to chill. Don't get me wrong. I like to have a good party, especially if I'm DJing, especially if I'm the reason y'all turning up. That's the main reason I want to go out. I love doing it. But honestly, on a normal, I like to be in the crib, man. I like to sit here and DJ, play with my DJ gear, find a good Netflix episode that I could binge watch and get into. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what I enjoy doing. So Yep. All right, guys. And not only is that the end of that segment, but that's going to be the end of this show. Again, if you've been watching this thing this long, I really appreciate you. It's crazy to me that people out there are even interested in knowing anything about me at all. So the fact that I got people that are subscribing to the channel and constantly watching these podcast episodes is crazy to me. I appreciate you. Continue to tune in, and I promise to get you guys some really dope guests. I promise to continue to bring some captivating content to you guys, and it's only going to get better from here. So make sure you stay tuned in. It's your boy DJ Versityle. Pass the mic.
Your boy JT, lullaby, cheer, come on.
It's in my Southeast Jersey blues the way the